Hey guys, and welcome to a mini What's for Dinner. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how I made some jalapeno popper stuffed grilled chicken breast and then a really easy sheet pan dinner. So to start off, I'm going to dice up a jalapeno and then shred some cheddar cheese. And then I'm just going to add that jalapeno to a skillet and get it kind of softened up. Once I get the jalapeno cooked down, I'm going to go ahead and add that and the shredded cheddar cheese to about 2 ounces of cream cheese. And I'm going to get everything all nice and mixed together. Sometimes I add onion to this. I just didn't happen to have any this night, but it's really good with onion as well. I'm going to trim up my chicken breast here a little bit just to get some of the fat pieces and nasty stuff off of it. And once it's trimmed, I'm just going to stick my knife carefully into the bigger end of the chicken and make sort of a pocket in there so the cheese makes sure will go in nicely. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other one. Once I have the little pocket in my chicken, I'm going to add that cream cheese mixture to a Ziploc bag. The freezer bags work much better, but I'm using a sandwich bag here and honestly would not advise. It was so hard. The bag kept trying to rip open and I couldn't really stuff it down in the chicken to get the mixture to go inside of it. It was such a mess. But then once the cream cheese mixture is inside the chicken, I'm going to put some Q-tips in the end to kind of hold it together. Q-tips. I mean toothpicks. But I'm going to put some toothpicks in the end to kind of seal it together. And then I'm going to add some of this blackened seasoning mixture from Zatarain's. Then I just had my husband throw it on the grill to cook it. And I'd say he cooked it for about 20 minutes or so. And this is what it turned out looking like. None of the mixture really seeped out too much. It did come out the end a little, but not too bad. So for the sheet pan meal, I'm going to start out by cubing up some potatoes and squash. And that's just what I'm doing right here. Once I get everything diced up, I'm just going to add that to a sheet pan. And then I'm going to put on some olive oil and some salt-free seasoning and then a little bit of salt and pepper. This meal is such a staple in our house because you can honestly cook it with really any vegetable and any seasoning that you want to change it up. And then you can also change up the protein. We happen to use chicken this night, but you can do it with pork chops or even steak, really whatever you want. I'm going to mix all that together with my hands and then just throw it in a preheated oven at about 400 degrees for around 15 to 20 minutes because the potatoes take longer to cook than the chicken. And while the vegetables are in the oven, I'm going to go ahead and start on the seasoning for the chicken. I just have about a teaspoon of onion powder, garlic powder, and smoked paprika. And then I did about a half a teaspoon of salt. These chicken breasts were pretty huge, so I'm just gonna trim them in half instead of pounding them out. It was just easier this way. And I'm gonna remove the fat on the sides of them. I really can't stand that. It's not good. I'm going to sprinkle that seasoning on the cut side of the chicken and then kind of press it in, not really rubbing it. After about 15 or 20 minutes in the oven, I'm going to take the vegetables out and kind of stir them around. And I'm also going to move them to either side so I can put the chicken right there in the middle. I'm going to lay the chicken seasoned side down, and then I'm just going to sprinkle the rest of that seasoning on the top. I did end up adding a little more onion and garlic powder, so it's all equal ratios of the seasonings and then about half the amount of the salt, so you can really do however much you want. And then I'm just going to press that in too. After about 20 minutes in the oven, this is what it came out looking like, and it was so good. And like I said, we love having this because it's so easy to change it up with different vegetables, protein, or seasonings. As always, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe for more cooking videos like this, and I'll see you in the next one.